Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss on-T-state reaction or ONT reaction. What is meant by on-T-state reaction and what are the applications are there and what is the mechanism of the reaction. At the end of this video, we are going to discuss how to write products without mechanism and some applications we are going to discuss at the end of this video. So please watch this video till the end. We'll move into the video. So on-T-state reaction, generally by using this reaction we'll prepare higher homologous series member of carboxylic acid. So here the starting reactants are carboxylic acids and final products also carboxylic acids. The difference between reactant and product here, just we inserted one methylene group in product from the reactant. So we'll observe its general reaction. Let us take general carboxylic acid or COOH under some reagents like chlorinating agents such as thionyl chloride, or we can take PCl3 and excess of diazomethane we are using. After that we can irradiate with photoenergy or we can heat, and finally that substance is going to react with water to give that higher homologous carboxylic acid. So here just insertion of methylene group takes place. We inserted the methylene group between alkyl group and this carboxylic acid. So this is the general reaction, general representation of on-T-state reaction. To carry this reaction, we require certain reagents such as chlorinating agent. We can take thionyl chloride or PCl3 we can use. So these three are very good chlorinating agent, and we required excess diazomethane. And one more reagent is photoenergy, or we can use thermal with silver oxide, and finally the solvent water. So these are the reagents we require to get this product in this reaction, right? We'll discuss mechanism now. First step, acid is converted into acid chloride by using chlorinating agents such as thionyl chloride we can use, or PCl3. We can use any reagent to make acid to acid chloride. We'll see that step. So carboxylic acid in presence of thionyl chloride, it is converted into acid chloride. Now we'll discuss its mechanism. So carboxylic acid was there and this thionyl chloride is there. First the Cl is eliminated here, and next this oxygen bond is going to form bond with sulfur. Oxygen is going to form bond with sulfur, and here delocalization of pi electrons of oxygen takes place. It will result or C single bond, now single bond oxygen that is connected to sulfur, and sulfur lost one chlorine here and only one chlorine left, and here double bond, because the delocalization of oxygen, double bond will get here, and OH plus here, because losing of one lone pair on oxygen we are going to get positive charge. So now again this oxygen will take back the double bond here, because the Cl is going to attack on that carbon. This will result or CO yes double bond Cl, and this carbon now connected with chlorine and OH. In next step this Cl elimination takes place. Consequently this bond will breaks down and we are going to get SO2 and Cl minus out, and what is left or COH Cl. So here, because this carbon is having plus charge, after resulting this oxygen lone pair will be delocalized to the carbon, so we are going to get double bond here and plus charge on oxygen. In next step this Cl minus will abstract this proton to give or COCl. So here by elimination of HCl we are getting acid chloride. It's not required. Just simply remember carboxylic acid can be converted into acid chloride by using chlorinating reagents such as thionyl chloride or PCl3 we can take. In next step, that acid chloride will react with diazomethane to give diazoketone. We'll see the step. So acid chloride or COCl with excess diazomethane. We required excess diazomethane, at least 2 moles of diazomethane we required. This is because in this step HCl is going to release. If we not take an excess diazomethane, that HCl again it will react with the diazoketone. So we are going to get some other product. We'll see that reaction also, the side reaction also. So we required excess diazomethane. So how this will react? If we observe the structure of diazomethane, this is the structure of diazomethane. If this bond delocalizes, then this will take that bond back, then it becomes CH2 minus and N plus triple bond N. So this is carbanion. Now this oxygen will take that bond back, and this nucleophile is going to add it on this carbon because this is electrophilic center. So nucleophilic addition takes place. It will result RCO minus and Cl CH2 N plus triple bond N. Now hydrogen from this carbon and this Cl will eliminate as HCl. This hydrogen will go, this chlorine will gloss out, and this hydrogen will move as HCl. If we not using excess diazomethane here, again this hydrogen, this HCl may react back with that substance. So to avoid such side reactions, we must require at least 2 moles of diazomethane. So here 1 mole is consumed, and if we take 1 mole, this will react with HCl to give chloroform and nitrogen molecule. So this HCl will not react back with that substance. So here we are going to get chloroform and nitrogen molecule. And so what is resulted? C double bond O. Again this negative charge will come back, and CH N plus triple bond N. On this carbon negative charge will be there because here H plus only left. The pair of electrons will be there on the carbon itself. So in next step, due to some arrangement here, again this pi bond will move towards oxygen, and this negative charge will come back. C double bond, sorry, CO minus and CH double bond here minus N plus triple bond N. Now if we irradiate this molecule with photo energy in presence of silver oxide, so we can heat or we can irradiate with photo energy. Now elimination of this nitrogen molecule takes place. If this elimination of nitrogen molecule takes place here, again this bond will come back into delocalization, and this bond will be migrated towards the carbon to generate carbene. So C double bond O, CH, pair of electrons. This is carbene. So this is highly reactive. Some type of rearrangement takes place here. This alkyl group will be migrated towards that carbene, and this pair of electron will comes into delocalization. It will give ketene. The resulted substance is known as ketene. CH double bond C double bond O. Ketone group is there, and double bond also there. So ketene, it is ketene. So this is carbene. Further, this ketene with water. If we take water, it will give RCH2COOH. Simply we are adding this water to this double bond, H to this side and OH to this side, because OH minus and this carbon will be having electrophilic center, so OH will attack on this carbon and H plus will be attack on this carbon. So what will happen? It will give RCH2COOH. This is the mechanism of this reaction. Next, we'll discuss some applications. Here, after formation of ketene, if we take water, we obtain carboxylic acid, or else in place of water we can use alcohol or ammonia, and primary amines we can use. So if we use particular solvent, we are going to get different products. For suppose if we use alcohol in place of water, there we are going to get esters. If we use ammonia, there we are going to get amides. If we use primary amines, there we are going to get substituted amides. We will see that reactions. So ketene or CH double bond C double bond O. So in place of water, if we take alcohol, here we are going to get or CH2 C double bond O R dash. So this is ester. So simple, this double bond breaks down, and here H plus I have added to this carbon, and OR I have added to this carbon. Similarly, if we take ammonia, so same thing, H plus to this carbon and NH2 to this carbon, it becomes or C or CH2 bond C double bond O NH2. If we are using primary amines such as RNH2, we are going to get substituted amides NH R dash. So this is amide, this is substituted amides. So these are some applications. Next we will discuss how to write product without writing mechanism, just by the observation of reagents what they have given and the nature of reactant will predict the nature of the type of reaction and will write product. This is the question now. Now how to attempt this question? Just simple. SOCl2, yes, SOCl2 is there, and some diazomethane is there, and some heat energy they have given, and silver oxide and water. So clearly this is a Arndt-Istad reaction, and carboxylic acid also they have given. Sometimes they will give you instead of giving this reagent directly, they will give COCl. Don't confuse. Still we have to consider that reaction as Arndt-Istad reaction. So how to write product here? So SOCl2 will convert this acid to COCl. So first it will convert that carboxylic acid group into COCl. Next, this excess of CH2N2 will make this group as diazoketone, just simple. We can eliminate this Cl and one hydrogen from this CH2 group. We'll get this is diazoketone. After in presence of heat with silver oxide, this elimination of this nitrogen takes place, and due to some rearrangement we are going to get ketene. After ketene, if we add water, we are going to get carboxylic acid. So if we add water to that ketene, just by the insertion of one methylene group from reactant, we are going to get product like this. This is the product for this reaction. Clear? We'll discuss one more example, one more application. This is the question. So how to attempt this question? Yes, by observing these reagents, definitely it is a Arndt-Istad reaction, and they have given carboxylic acid. What will happen at the end? Just simply one methylene group is inserted between that alkyl group and carboxylic acid. So we are going to write CH3, CH2, C, CH3 and C6H5. between this carbon and this carboxylic acid group, there is one methylene group, that is CH2. So I am just writing CH2 here and COOH. This is the product. We'll discuss one more application. We'll discuss two more reactions. See here, same reagents, all reagents. By observing all these reagents, it belongs to on-T stroke reaction, and even this carboxylic acid confirms this is a on-T stroke reaction. Now, same what will happen? This NO2 group will not influenced by any of these reagents. So only COOH group only will react for these reagents. So SOCl2, it will convert first carboxylic acid. So I'm not going to write entire things, just I'm going to write product here. Sorry, NO2, and here what will happen? Just insertion of methylene group takes place between this carbon and carboxylic acid. So here CH2 COOH over, this is the product. And for this reaction, if you observe here, instead of giving carboxylic acid, directly they have given acid chloride. So still it is a on-ester reaction, and this diazomethane is going to convert this entire group diazoketone. So already two carbons are there, just we have to insert one methylene group here. Where we need to insert? Just between this carbon and this carbon. So between these two carbons we have to insert one CH2 group. So that is the product. So C double bond O, CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH. This is the product. We'll discuss two more applications. These are the two more reactions. We'll write product of these two reactions. So same, between this carbon and this carbon there is an insertion of methylene group. So thiophene and CH2 COOH. Similar case here, there is an insertion of methylene group between this carbonyl carbon and this carbon. So OCH3 OCH3, here CH2 COOH. And here you have to remember one more point, just because of using water as solvent, at the end we are getting carboxylic acid. That thing you should not forget. If they have given alcohol here, we are going to get ester here. If they have given ammonia here, we are going to get some amide here. If they have given any primary amine here, we are going to get a substituted amine. That thing you should not forget. This is all about this video. Hope this video will helpful to you. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and please post your opinions in comment section and share with your friends, and suggest to your friends our channel. So that will really help us a lot, and really our teachers doing their level best to give best output to you guys. So please post your opinions in comment section.